but it's really important that we focus and think. I think our responsibility now, as Barbara made clear, is to stop a genocide. One would think, with the extrajudicial assassination of the Palestinian, of Hania and Sinwar, one would think that maybe the war was slowing down, but I'm sure all of you have heard, or hope you have heard by now, of the general's plan led by General Island to depopulate at least northern Gaza, and that's intensified. I think you probably heard about the attacks on Bet Lahia and on other hospitals, refugee camps, in Deir Bala, also in the center, the north of Gaza. The killing is only intensifying. And we know that Dahia, the southern suburbs of Beirut, are being ruthlessly bombed under a plan known as the Dahia Plan for earlier bombings of southern Lebanon, and that is a plan of southern Lebanon and south of Beirut, so not just on the border. And that's a plan of collective punishment, and that is all proceeding apace. And our efforts, I think, are crucial. They're heard by Gaza, but they aren't enough. The killing is going on, so we have to reach power. But I think the way we speak to power is not by speaking their language, because as Barbara pointed out, they're playing games with us. The way we speak to power is rooted through each other. We speak to each other. And when their rules are bullshit, we call bullshit on their rules. And when our solidarity matters, we speak out with courage and faith in our solidarity until our message makes it to the people who are making the decisions, who are claiming to have a neutral university or a neutral government policy, but are aiding and abetting the genocide materially, spiritually, and unfortunately effectively. And we have to answer them and say no. And again, we've brought this up before, but I want to remind folks of the Berkeley Free Speech Movement and that wonderful speech by Mario Savio when he talks about the operation of the machine, and he says sometimes it becomes so odious that you just have to lay yourself on the levers and the gears and bring it to a stop. And more, and that doesn't mean violence. That doesn't mean, that's not saying anything in particular about what action strategically we do, but it does mean that we have to take seriously the next steps. We have to make our voices collectively heard, and we have to respond to what's continuing to happen in the Middle East with our full humanity. Now is the time.